Well, saving the lives of animals in need and educating the public on being good pet owners is a big job. It takes rescues, vets, and the public all working together. It also takes funding. And in today's Find a Friend segment, we are inviting you to a fun day of golf that will benefit Rascal Charities. Joining me now with all the info, we have Stephen Baldwin from ACT Ohio. Thanks for being here, Stephen.
Thanks for having me.
Before we get to the fun golf event, let's talk about who you brought with you today.
Sure. So this is Codley. And Codley came from the Top of Ohio Pet Shelter. That's one of the rural shelters that both Dr. Gonzalez with the Rascal Animal Hospital and my organization with ACT Ohio help out. We do a lot across the state, mostly in rural areas, just trying to help animals wherever we can. And there's a lot of struggling shelters, very small rural shelters, and Top of Ohio Pet Shelter is one of them. And Codley just came from there. He actually spent 3 out of 4 years. He's 4 years old. He spent the first 3 years at the shelter. He's only been out for a short while. He developed some skin problems. The hospital is treating the skin problems, and we're working on rehabilitating him and getting him used to being out of a shelter, because 3 years is a long time to be in a shelter. And he's doing great so far. Things are a little new to him, new experiences. First time he's been on TV, of course.
Right. This is his debut, so he's a little nervous. He's got to sniff around, make sure he knows what's going on.
Yeah, I figure he spent 3/4 of his life basically in a rural shelter in a high-stress environment. So he's doing fantastic for that kind of experience. That's just one of the many things that Rascal Charities does, and that we partner with Rascal, with ACT Ohio to do, is just to help animals in need across rural Ohio.
Because you mentioned he's in a high-stress situation, so that's why he started to get kind of some skin problems. So he went to Rascal, right? And that's where they are treating him.
Right, so they did a skin scrape on him. He's got some stitches that are getting ready to come out later today, actually. He's on some medication. And then he also gets a coconut oil massage from me at my house, because he's...
Sounds like a life, Stephen.
He's got a good life. He does great with the other dogs in the house. We have a total of 12 right now in our rescue, and he gets along great with him. He gets along great with my son. He's a great, great dog, but you know, when you're in a high-stress environment, especially animals, your immune system goes down as your stress level goes up. It makes you more open to diseases and to illnesses and infections. So just getting him out of that environment, getting him into a home environment with some meds and a lower stress lifestyle is already doing wonders for his skin. It's really shiny right now, and if you could see how it was just 2 weeks ago, you'd see the improvements.
So where can somebody go if they want to adopt him?
Codley will be through adoption through my rescue, so ACT Ohio, and the website is very simple. It's 5 letters. It's actoh.org, so actoh.org. We're waiting until his skin fully heals, so we're going to give him another 2 weeks or so. But if people are interested, they can go on the website. There's a contact me section. They can just say, I saw the dog on Daytime Columbus, and we'll be sure to get in touch with them. We can start to pre-approve their application, because we do home screenings, we do thorough background checks, because the dogs we take in, a lot of times, Codley didn't come from an abuse situation, but a lot of times they come from abuse situations or cruelty situations. So we really do our due diligence to make sure they go into a really good home. But we can start that process now while he's still healing up.
Okay, I like that. All right, so we're going to talk about a fundraiser for Rascal Charities. First of all, I want to talk about where kind of some of the money goes towards, because all of you guys work together. You do these fundraisers, and it goes towards, I mean, directly towards treatments for dogs like this.
Exactly, and he's just one of many. Rascals has actually put in over $65,000 in medical care for the animals that we've worked together to help, and it goes across 15 different counties so far that we've impacted.
Wow.
Just starting as of last year, as small as a one dog type situation to as large as 80 cats in one house in Marion. And that takes thousands and thousands of dollars. And there's a lot of times, you know, my job as a humane agent is to investigate animal cruelty. There's a lot of people where they just lack resources, and they're not meaning to neglect the animal, but they don't have the funds to do what they need to do medically.
Sure.
Good example is just about a month ago, we got a call from a person on Facebook. I was trying to find free pet advice. They were just going in and saying, hey, you know, this is what's wrong with my dog. And they sent a video of the dog just flopping over, is unable to walk. And they were just trying to get free Facebook advice.
Okay.
So we took the dog into the hospital, did a lot of diagnostic work, found out that it had a tumor in its brain. It was a neurological problem. It was suffering. It needed to be put down humanely. But the family had no way of doing that. ACT and Rascal teamed up. We took care of the animal. We did what we had to do. You know, it didn't make it, but it didn't suffer either. And there's a lot of people that will ignore medical treatment just because they don't think they can go to the vet and pay that bill.
Sure.
And that's where Rascal Charities really plays a big part.
That's where you step in.
Exactly.
Okay, so this fun day of golf, Sunday, September 20th, we're going to pop up the information on the screen. So we want people to come have a foursome,
Yes.
come on out, swing a club, and help raise some money, right?
Exactly. It's a great cause. It's a great time. We're really looking for foursomes right now. So if you're with a company, if you have some friends, you guys golf together, we have a few sponsors. We could use more sponsors, but really we need to get a lot of foursomes and just really make a big field and have a full team out there and raise a lot of money, because there's a lot more dogs just like Codley. There's a lot more homes that are full of animals that need help. And the more money we have, the more we can do for people and for animals.
All right, Stephen Codley, hope you find a home today. Thanks for being here. The website and all the info was up on the screen, so thank you.
Thanks for having us.